Open any social media feed and you will see the exact same fight playing out. On one side, professionals posting photos of Bengaluru's gridlock. On the other, executives praising Hyderabad's wide roads and inviting founders to move. State ministers and politicians are quick to jump into the fray, weaponizing these viral complaints to pitch their own secondary cities as the obvious alternative. But this chart of India's top 8 cities reveals a different reality. Bengaluru and Hyderabad have collectively captured 53% of all new Grade A office space. These two tech hubs are aggressively pulling away from historical giants like Delhi and Mumbai, consolidating capital. Choosing between them is useless if you treat it as an objective test of which city is better. They are distinct ecosystems. Success requires understanding the exact structural trade-offs each city demands from your career and your life stage. We have to start with the work itself. The daily reality of building an early-stage startup is entirely different from scaling an established corporate operation. This data comparison shows venture capital distribution over the last 5 years. Startups in Bangalore raised 33 times more funding than their counterparts in Hyderabad. That massive density of risk capital translates directly into a lead in deep tech talent. Bengaluru posts double the number of job listings in emerging fields like AI, and it registers nearly 3 times as many scientific patents as Hyderabad. That environment extracts a heavy toll. Founders tapping into this innovation ecosystem endure cutthroat competition for talent and drastically higher operational burn rates to survive. Now, shift the focus to global capability centers, the offshore units for massive multinational corporations. This is where Hyderabad has built its moat. This dual line graph tracks corporate scaling over recent years. Hyderabad has completely matched Bengaluru in both adding new Grade A office space and expanding GCC headcount. But rapid scaling carries its own hidden cost. The data shows Hyderabad's current talent pool sits noticeably lower on the tech value chain. Commute scheduling data confirms it. Hyderabad relies heavily on 24/7 back-office operations, registering high concentrations of midnight shifts and a workforce that consistently logs weekend hours. Bengaluru is optimized for high-risk, deep tech invention at a premium price. Hyderabad is optimized for enterprise execution, scaling rapidly without the overhead of cutting-edge development. That split in professional identity bleeds directly into how residents in each city spend their time and their money. Bengaluru's consumer culture operates at a high velocity. It is a city indexed towards discretionary spending, the creator economy, and hyperactive social networking. The booking data proves it. Bengaluru residents lead in going out diversity on platforms like Book My Show, show higher average order values for online purchases, and book significantly more premium domestic travel. Spending heavily on expensive transient experiences leaves a smaller margin of disposable income to direct toward foundational wealth building. This split bar chart compares consumer financial priorities. Residents in Hyderabad maintain massive savings deposits and match Bengaluru in average home loan size. They prioritize core asset accumulation. The trade-off for that financial stability is your weekend. Hyderabad offers a noticeably less diverse entertainment and leisure scene. Bengaluru buys experiences and network proximity. Hyderabad buys stability and physical assets. Which brings us to real estate and infrastructure, the exact metrics that trigger the loudest arguments online. Entering Bengaluru's housing market today requires absorbing severe financial strain. The average price for an under-construction property there has nearly doubled in just the last 5 to 6 years. Housing price growth in Hyderabad has remained highly rational. That affordability is the primary reason it currently tops the overall livability index. This data visualization breaks down actual ride data from Move and Sync, testing the myth that Hyderabad's newer infrastructure saves you from a grueling commute. The average commute in Bengaluru is 59 minutes. The average in Hyderabad is 58 minutes. Look closely at the nuance. A Bengaluru commuter spends that hour crawling through 18 kilometers. A Hyderabad commuter travels 22 kilometers in that same exact hour. Wide roads might look better in a pitch, but the daily time penalty exacted from your life is mathematically identical. Hyderabad offers a realistic path to homeownership, but neither city's infrastructure is going to give you back the hour you spend getting to the office. You're choosing between a mature, high-value ecosystem that is hitting its physical limits and an aggressive challenger that has nailed the physical infrastructure but trails in intellectual value. This decision quadrant plots your optimal compromise. If you're a deep tech founder or running a VC-backed startup, you land in the high-risk, high-network density quadrant. You accept Bengaluru's livability tax because its patent generation and 33x funding multiplier simply cannot be replicated anywhere else in the country right now. If you are a mid-career professional prioritizing family and homeownership, you land in the high-stability quadrant. You benefit the most from Hyderabad. You gain access to top-ranked livability metrics and a massive abundance of corporate IT and pharma jobs. Finally, if you are an enterprise executive tasked with scaling a massive back-office GCC, you sit in the high-infrastructure, low-risk quadrant. Hyderabad is the definitive choice. You secure the required Grade A office space and a willing workforce at a steep discount to Bengaluru's premium rents. Ignore the viral complaints about potholes. Ignore the aggressive PR campaigns. Success comes from picking the city whose structural compromises match exactly what you need to build next.